Kings never die.
All right, we are back. I'm not gonna run through the whole spiel as I did in the first video, so hopefully y'all watched the first video and jump right into the second video. We're gonna run through what we would get on a new server if our budget is 2,000 T points. So as I said, I'm not gonna go over a lot of the stuff I already said about the type of pets and stuff, just because it takes up a lot of time. So with this budget, first thing first, you're gonna get a pet. So we're gonna get our AP pet. So as I said before, little diamond, baby griffin. You can do the little dinosaur, mini Scorpio, dark griffin. What is this? I Scorpio. All do the same thing. So we're making a monk, right? So we'll get this dark griffin. Most of those pets should all be 50% off, which is 185 T points or so, maybe 190. So in this case, it's going to be 190 T points. So we're going to get our pet. And then we're gonna get some, instead of getting like how we did in 1,000 points, we only got 2 pet level of books. We're gonna jump up to, what is it, 12, 15, 20, 10 pet level of books. So we can add 3 skills to the pet. So we're gonna get 10 pet level of books. Each one of those is 4 T points each. So 10 pet level of books. It's gonna be an additional 40 T points. And then we're gonna get our 3 skills. So for stamina characters, it's real simple. You add your defense, and then your elemental skills, strength or dexterity. So I think I messed this up earlier. I realized when I did 1,000 T points, I did the value off of the normal price for 70 T points, when in fact it should be 35 T points. Which those numbers would look more something like this, really. But anyway. We're not gonna mess that up this time. So 35 T points for a defense book. To confirm. Yep. So plus 35 for defense. And then this right here, really, the defense and your elemental skill go for all type of pets, mana or a stamina character. So right now this will all just stay the same. So defense, and then your elemental, which is all 50 T points worth. So plus 50. We'll say just plus it. And now a third skill, which you don't need really, and honestly, I'd probably save it because I'd probably jump to move speed, and it's only 20 T points. I mean, you don't need it. It's not gonna make a real difference, especially as a low level. That shit don't matter until you're dueling, and until you're like at a dueler level. The 5% move speed ain't gonna do nothing, but you can add it, and in this case, we'll just add it just to say. So move speed. Or actually, that'll change. So you can do this for the HP pets. For a monk and an assassin, you can jump to move speed. However, for mana characters, we are going to want to, because our mana pets here don't have battle mana, we are going to want to jump into using battle mana recovery. And in this case, that is 40 T points. So that's also 20 T points as well. So the price is not going to change. So the only thing that would change in this case is the order of skills you would get. So for Monk and Assassin, I'll probably get defense first. But for mana characters, I'll probably get battle mana first. Just because, I mean, you're going to be botting and stuff. So your mana is going to be very important. So that's probably the only thing I would change. But either way, that's all going to stay as 335 T points. So next thing is, same thing before, mount. I don't care how they look. I like basic mounts. And wolf is my favorite. So we're going to get another golden wolf, 120 T points. And Then we are going to jump into Aiden's. I will again just stick with one lucky bag. So that's another 50 T points. I'll jump into two lucky bags. Or actually, maybe we might change it to two later. We'll go through this, and then we'll see. We might change it up. We'll just leave this blank for now. Motherfuckers. Okay, so we're gonna go into the set next. Oh shit! I totally disregarded earlier. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. For because I didn't mention it earlier. For when it comes to rings and amulets, at 1,000 T points budget, these are all expensive stuff. In general, I would never get any of these all stars, the advanced or the regular ones. Waste of money. Same thing with these rings here or these bird. Waste of money. Not worth it whatsoever. Anyway, so we're gonna jump into sets next. So with a 2,000 T points budget, I'm not gonna go through it because I spent probably like 2 or 3 minutes talking about the difference between the sets and the classes. I will probably. Well, I'll say this part when we were going over the 1,000 T points budget, it was pretty much one or the other. For 2,000 T points, I will say we'll stick with we'll for now we'll stick with one or the other until I go through everything else really because it's kind of hard to say to see how much everything else costs. Um, but we still had 1,100 T points left, so we'll say one or the other again. Um, PRC set is gonna cost 500 T points. The lose level 50 set is gonna cost 250 T points. But we're gonna over budget just so that we can see ideally what it'd be at. So we'll jump into. I guess I probably jump into inlays next. So with 2,000 T points, I will go for a full elite set. Oh, fuck that up. So that's 338 T points. And at a 3,000 T point budget, I'll go into much deeper, maybe even throwing some super inlays, depending on the character. But we're gonna stick at an elite inlay set. So right now we have PRC set, your full elite inlay set, one super lucky bag, a golden wolf, and a pet. These are that we're at 13. We got 650 T points left. So that's still a lot of wiggle room. Okay. So in that case, I'm still gonna ignore rings and all that because it's kind of expensive to me. Because we can't resell your residual shadows and shit. Yeah, and I wouldn't get these unless you have like a 3,000 T point budget because they're not at 50% off. They are only like 20 or 30 T points less. 225, 249. Yeah, they're like 30 T points less. So I would not get that. So what we'll do in this is we'll get a second lucky bag. We'll get two super lucky bags. And then we will at this point we're probably gonna want to combine a bow or I want to combine a weapon when we're like level 50. So we're gonna get some large emeralds. So one thing to remember is on this new server on the discount, the emeralds, the single gem are at discount. The chests are not at a discount. So you're gonna want to buy from the single gem. So let's say we're gonna want to combine a weapon. We'll go. Well, let's see. What's how many is 8 gems? 224 gems. 224 T points. Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna go with that. So we're gonna go 8 LE. That's 224 T points. So what were we just at? 1393 plus 1393. So we're at 1617 T points right now. Okay. So we got a little under 400 T points left. So I'll leave this up to y'all at that point. So I mean, with that, I'd You could get the loose set as well, depending on your class, and if you even like the PRC set for like in a monk or a tamer, you might not even like it, and you're personally you thought you felt staking that lose until you get WP is the way to go. So all right, so you can get that. Um, you can get some more large emeralds. You may even want to try to +7, your arm guard and boots of your loose set because you're gonna hold that until you go to WP, maybe SP or even PLC set. So you can get some large rubies, and those only 18 T points, or those only 19 T points a thing. So we'll leave that to ya at that point. You got 400 T point, a little under 400 T points to move around and get some stuff. So that'll be the end of this 2,000 T point budget video. I'm just gonna jump into the 3,000 right now.